Hello, amazing people here. Welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? So, Portable Omolalomi has revealed that match he had with Spidality, that boxing match, that he made 70 million naira from the match. Actually, the worth of that match, what they offered him was 50 million naira. Then plus the 20 million naira bonus boy he gave him, made it 70 million naira. God, people go just they make money like a breeze. Well, let's listen to Portable.
Ask a possible one question.
Okay.
I see the way and Sweet Darlington.
Spend Darlington, I keep Darlington.
So I dey ask you now.
I'm the Akilakwa.
To beat him.
Now, they first give me 30 million. So make I accept, I go fight.
Okay.
They can't say if I win 20 million.
No be lie.
Now, Uncle Bona. Yeah, the Bona comes after I fight, I beat them. No, I don't wound them. But in your lapa, send 20 million. Yo, I use him make 70 million. Around 3 days.
Send that 20 million last.
Now, Bona,
say you beat him.
what can do? You say if you say you want fighter, if you can beat him, collect 20 million.
No be lie.
Yes, you've heard that from Portable Omolalomi yourself. He made 70 million naira from that boxing match. People get money. The way Bonabody did that person money, only Bonabody that person $30,000. Good. God, give us this money too now. Maybe boys touch this money too. That is it. And you see Portable self, the way they appreciate that Bonner Boy's gift, the way they hype that Bonner Boy shows that Portable has a very great appreciation spirit. Yes, he's very appreciative, and it's one of the things I like about him. Meanwhile, the country is on fire right now because of JAMB. Hey, everybody they shout, say JAMB failed me, JAMB failed me. This is not my result. This is not what I scored, and that is what is seizing the airwaves now. People are complaining. The young ones are complaining. Their parents are even joining the complaint. Like the story of a lady that scored about 297 last year, did a lot to grind to score better because she needs a higher score to get to Unilag, and she worked very hard. Her father, who happens to be a chemistry teacher, supported her, and they studied JAMB pass question for about 20-something years. And yet, this lady had 155 in her JAMB, and her father is saying, no, it's not possible for my daughter to score this. You know, if you have a doctor that is outstanding or a child that is outstanding, you will know her performance. So the confidence the father has in her child, you understand, made him stand and say, okay, I'm going to challenge JAMB. And please, let's watch their video.
Hello everyone, I want to talk about JAMB 2025. Last year I wrote JAMB, I got a score of 297 and I registered for system engineering in Unilag, but due to some hitches in Positiemi and WAEC, I could not go there. So this year I wrote JAMB, I came prepared, I had studied over 25 past questions. Just to wake up this morning and check my JAMB results, and I got 155, which is very ridiculous because in the first place, all the mock and CBT exams that I've written, I have never ever gotten less than 250, which is very surprising and shocking that JAMB can give me a score of 155. I don't know what to say, and I want everyone in Nigeria to speak up on this because this is not the result. I've heard many complaints from Twitter and from different social media apps that people that did very well last year, that did well, that are capable of doing very well, are getting extremely low marks, like me. Because I had my exam on Monday the 28th, and it's like most people on that Monday they had problems because my system logged me out two times. So I don't know, maybe as it logged me out, the answer maybe submitted for me or something. So I really want to know what the problem is with JAMB. JAMB should be able to tell us what the problem is, and like where someone like me can drop from 297 to 155. Which is painful because I don't know who is going to answer me now or where this message, but please, I want everybody to come together. If you are facing this same trouble as me, let's come together because we need to speak up. This cannot go like this.
This is to confirm what my daughter has just said. First, I want Nigerians to know that JAMB has been so good for some time, but this year something serious something is wrong with them. Now, in the center where she did this examination, he said she was logged out 2 times and then they returned. On her own part, she said she checked back and cross-checked her results to still notice they were still intact before she submitted. Now, for this examination, I want to confirm that this, my daughter that spoke, has never been a dull student. She prepared so well for it as a daughter of a teacher. Last year, she scored 297 and narrowly missed admission because of the course she chose and because of the post-UTME. So she decided to prepare this year, and I was always by her side. Sleepless nights, working and doing everything. And we were able to cover 25 years of past questions in 3 of the subjects she did. And her hope was that she'll be scoring something above 340. Only for us to discover this morning, JAMB sent 155. And she put the whole family in mourning, including herself. We don't know how to control her. The question is, JAMB, is that how to reward hard work and hard labor? The answer is no. Now, I want Nigerians to help us, because they say one man's meat is another man's poison. But you don't know how it will affect your own world tomorrow. Nigerians should rescue us from the hand of JAMB, because something seems to be wrong, very, very wrong now. The question I'll ask JAMB: 1, when you log students out, does your system submit immediately and give them marks? Because my daughter is not the type that will be getting 35 in chemistry. I taught chemistry, and I taught her, and we did all we could. For her to be getting 35 in chemistry, this is somebody, if you wake up at any time, at least that subject, she will not score less than 75. And ridiculous marks that definitely is not her result. So when JAMB logs student out, does the system submit immediately? Now, the fact that some people said that they were given 55 questions in English instead of 60 is an indication that there is a problem with their system. That's the one we knew, the one we know rather. How about the one that's happening at the headquarters that we don't have the privilege to know? I want to call all those in authority, the National Assembly, and all those that are authority, to do something for the Nigerian youth. Oloyede may be trustworthy, but is working with people. The problem of my daughter, I see it in 2 ways. Either is a technical fault, or inefficiency, or deliberately something is going wrong in that JAMB without Nigerian knowing it. Don't leave us and say it's a complaint. If I am the parent and I know her capabilities, this is not her result. Please, all Nigerians, help us out. This result needs to be reviewed. Imagine somebody working so hard and he has to lose another year. Please, Nigerian, help us out.
So yes, you heard from the father and his daughter, and you actually hear that they prepared a lot, and they were ready to give JAMB back to back, but to their greatest surprise, what they had was heartbreaking. And I really think JAMB needs to look into this, though they have promised to look into it anyway. But it is not only this girl that is complaining, a whole lot of people are complaining. In fact, there's this man that is trending now, a biology teacher that sat for JAMB and got 37 in a course or a subject he has taught for about 18 years. Yes, he got 37 in biology. The same biology he's been teaching for about 18 good years. He got 37. So what would his students say? It's so heartbreaking that he had to post it online and it trended, and a lot of people are saying, what is going on with JAMB? But anyways, Educare CEO, that's Alex Onya, has decided to take a legal action against JAMB for them to review the process and tell us what is actually wrong with the CS exam. And he didn't even say they should review it alone. He's asking for the mark sheet, and this is what he's saying. He said, we have taken our first legal step towards JAMB using the Freedom of Information Act. We need the mark sheet of all students released to them for review and also review all the glitches earlier raised, especially on the 24th, 25th, 26th, and 28th of April. JAMB has 7 days to respond to this and provide a convincing solution, or we proceed to full litigation. I currently have about 13,955 students who have reported the anomaly, and this must be resolved once and for all. Enough is enough. So this man is requesting that JAMB should release the mark sheet of the students. Let's see how this exam was marked. Let's see the actual score of these people and compare it to what was released to general public, because it is not possible that about 2 million people read the exam and about 1.5 million people failed. It makes no sense. Like, how can they not get to average? 1.5 million people. It's woeful. It's even disgraceful. JAMB should be queried. All Nigerian schools should be ashamed of themselves. Parents should be ashamed of themselves. Everybody is to be blamed in this case. But before we start apportioning blames, why not ask JAMB to bring the scholarship, just like this man asked? Anyways, that was what the man said. But JAMB also had responded, and they said they would review the whole process. But as it stands now, they say every result still holds now until the review says otherwise. And if there be any student that maybe there's any glitch or technical issue during his or her exam, they will reorganize another exam for the person. And this is the official statement that JAMB spokesperson published. They said, UTM 2025, JAMB to review UTM results after widespread protest of low score. If it is determined that there were indeed glitches, we will implement appropriate remedial measure promptly, as we do in the case of examination themselves, the board said. On Monday, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board exam, JAMB, announced that it is reviewing the recently released Unified Tertiary Matriculation exam results. In a statement by its spokesman, Fabia Benjamin, the board said it is fast forwarding its annual system review, a comprehensive post-mortem of the examination process, as a result of the significant volume of unusual complaints that followed the release of the 2025 UTME result on Friday. If it is determined that there were indeed glitches, we will implement appropriate remedial measures promptly, as we do in the case of the examination themselves. The board said it is particularly concerned about the unusual complaints from few states within the federation. JAMB said the annual review encompasses 3 key stages: registration, examination, and result release. It explained that during the examination, JAMB ensures that every candidate is afforded the opportunity to sit the exam, and should any technical issue arise, the board rescheduled the exam for the affected candidate. JAMB said experts have been engaged to assist in the review, and the experts are members from the Computer Professional Association of Nigeria, chief external examiners, who are the head of tertiary institution, the Education Association and Research Network in Africa, measurement experts, and vice chancellor for various institutions. So those are the people that will review the exam. So you see that even JAMB fear, because how can 1.5 million people fail from 2 million plus? It makes no sense. So they are worried that a lot of people are complaining. And the usual thing is, when there's mass failure, people will keep quiet, parents will blame their children. But thank God the Gen Z and Gen Alpha, or what do they call them now, they take no nonsense. So they've entered social media and they're already crying out and saying, no, it's not my fault. I wrote my exam, I studied for my paper, and yet I'm getting an annoying result. How can a child that scored about 345 last year be scoring 172 this year? It makes no sense. I saw a lady that they said scored 311 thereabout, and her result this year is 145. How does it happen? You can score 200 by luck, but not 300 and something in JAMB. So I really wish that JAMB will review this thing and they will do it very fast. And to come to think of it, how many students would the university admit this year when more than quarter of people that sat for exam failed? It makes no sense. So really, we need to maybe trace back the steps and check what could go wrong or what the problem is, and maybe make amends. Thank you so much for watching this video this far. I'm glad to have you here. If you are not subscribed to my channel, kindly help me do that. Please, I'm begging, because I want to see you again next time. And thank you for always supporting. For those of you that are my subscribers, I hold you in a very great esteem. Thank you once again, and see you again next time. Bye.